Check it out. I got my pre-mark outfit on. I got some Papa Doms here, pre-workout. Where I'm looking at myself, I should look at the camera. I'm at the office, as you can probably tell. We're here to do arm day. So I'm gonna eat this pre-workout food, and then we're gonna do arms. All right. Ooh, arm day, BFR. This is the before arm. I'm gonna do some posing in this room afterwards. Wearing shorts today because it's finally warm in Colorado. And you can also kind of see I need to dye my beard again. It's getting pretty light. Yeah. My mustache is usually pretty blonde, so I gotta work on that. Oh well, let's get into it. All right, getting just pumped up. Today we're gonna start with triceps. I figured I'd switch it up just a little bit compared to last time when I did biceps first. Do the triceps first, get that out of the way. Essentially, I'm super tired, and I kind of just want to get this over with. It's 1:20 on Sunday. I was supposed to do this workout on Friday. I woke up late. I was tired. I did my taxes like all day Friday, so I ended up staying at home and then hanging out with my brother. Same thing with Saturday. I was going to come here in the morning. I did come here actually, talk to a friend for a while because he works here, so this is the office gym. And then after that, I was like, well, it's time for me to go. I was going to go hang out. I went to go hang out with my brother again, enjoy the day. It was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So what's that, like maybe 28 Celsius? Really nice day, so we went out. And so I am doing arm day on Sunday. A little bit dangerous because tomorrow's chest day, so this might affect, should affect, probably will affect my workout tomorrow. That's okay. Get lined up here. Got my booty shorts on. Whew. I drank a soda before this, sugar-free. Try to get a little bit of caffeine in my body. Talked to my coach for a while, Isaac, before this as well. Talk about my plan and how my diet's going and everything. So, pretty good day overall. Productive in that sense. And now it's time to rep this out. I got 80 mmHg for the pressure, and you can see, you can't see, but I got this all the way up this time, which is better than it being lower how it was last time. So hopefully I'll get more range of motion. 35 pounds. Let's go. Oh, 45. Pretty good. So I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'll see you at the Skull Crushers. All right. I took a little break, went to the bathroom, and now we're going to do Skull Crushers. Going to pump it up here, and you might be able to see down here. I got this bar. My body is completely covering it. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I put a platform down on the ground so the bar is a little bit higher up. That way when I'm lifting it to bring it up over my body, it's, a little bit higher up, so it might be easier to lift up. We'll see. I'm not actually sure if it'll be easier at all, but that's the point of trying it out. All right, got myself pumped up, and let's See if this makes it easier. Oh, wow. That makes it so much easier. Okay, I highly recommend that. Wow. Okay, awesome. Well, now it's time to rep this out. Come on, energy. $21. Whew. All right, that was 45. That was exhausting. I'm gonna finish this up and then we're on to biceps. All right, preacher curl time. I must say, it does make a pretty big difference doing triceps before or after, because my arms are now like much bigger from the pump of the triceps, which means that this band feels a little bit tighter on my arms, even though the pressure is the same, because just the way it works, 80 mmHg is 80 mmHg, no matter if I have a pump in my triceps or not. But somehow it still does feel different, and I kind of like it. So, yeah, all right. Let's do it. That's 17. I got a little bit more pressure than last week, doing like 80, 85 compared to 75, 80. Whew. All right, let's finish this up and then go to hammer curls. All right, this is more B-roll stuff. Oof, all right, that was tough. So having the straps tighter on my arms, because when I put them on in the beginning of the day, of the workout, they're pretty tight on my arms already. But then my triceps or biceps get the pump and they kind of increase in size, so the straps themselves are tighter. So plus I did more pressure than last week. So this week, wow, I really felt it. Honestly, it was great. I really, really loved it. I really got a good pump. I got a solid squeeze. I really feel it in my biceps. Last week, starting with biceps, I didn't feel it so much. I think I'm going to start with triceps from now on. Oh, I actually lowered the pressure from like 80, 85 to about 60 because my biceps are just beat, absolutely cooked. So I'm probably going to get the same pump and the same amount of effort or like workout from this lower BFR. Whew, wow, this is a good one. I got a good pump. After this, gonna do a quick posing routine in the room. That'll be a separate video. And when you see it, look for the blue shorts. This is a good one. And then after this, I'm gonna go tanning. I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna get some cod because I'm looking for more protein sources that are low fat, low carb. Chicken is good, a little bit higher in fat, even if you trim off the fat, intramuscular fat and stuff. So chicken is okay, but a little bit too much fat in there for me. Still, chicken has 0 carbs. So I'm gonna try to balance out, reduce my chicken a little bit, increase the cod, and then decrease the shrimp. I don't want to eat too much shrimp. I might develop some type of shellfish allergy or something like that. And, having a little bit of variety is nice. That is one thing that I have noticed, though, with my diet and with other people I've talked to who compete, is that when you have a diet and you're towards the end, right, you're at the hardest part, because I'm about 7 weeks out, closer to 7 weeks out. When you have a diet, you have to be strict and you have to be consistent. What happens is if you, for some reason, think, oh, I can fit a slice of pizza into my diet. This is what happened to him. You can, yeah. You can absorb that fat, the carbs, the calories. It fits in your diet because maybe you skipped breakfast so you can have a slice of pizza and reward yourself. But then what happens is you slip and then you eat the whole pizza, right? So this is the crucial thing that I've learned, is that when you have a diet, you can't give yourself that wiggle room. Even if you can, don't do it. Mentally, it's just not healthy, and it's going to make you cheat and lose your discipline, because as soon as you start to say, a little late night snack isn't going to hurt, that's when you crack. So the biggest thing is not to do too many things at once. Don't do variety. Don't get creative, right? Like with my chicken, I'm seasoning that thing insanely well. And I'm doing, seasonings that are low calorie or 0 calorie type of seasonings, maybe higher sodium, but usually low sodium too. With that said, the chicken is where you can get the seasoning. The fish, add seasoning to the fish, do that right, But, then you have potatoes, or then you have, I'm going to switch into broccoli. Probably going to start cutting out potatoes to get most of my carbs from vegetables. That way I have more volume of food. But the problem is, if I start to do this diet, right, and I have a meal where I have, potatoes instead, or I have a lower calorie day because I woke up late and I missed breakfast, and I just start my day with lunch, then towards the end of the day, if I say, oh, I can have a PB&J, don't do it. I'd highly recommend do not do it. Stick to the diet, stick to the same food for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your 4th meal, whatever that is, 2 lunches, 2 dinners, but stick to it. Don't introduce a lot of variety in a short period of time. It's going to make you crack. That's what I've learned from my experience, from my coach telling me, from other people talking about it. That's my recommendation. So that came to mind because today I'm going to start switching into cod, but I'm introducing just a new food category. I'm not doing it. Oh, great. The lights came off. I'm not doing a whole new, type of food for like a one-off, right? Don't do one-off new foods to treat yourself. Maybe you can do it if it helps, but I think overall for most people it wouldn't help. All right, so now we're going to do these hammer curls in the dark. It actually doesn't look too dark. It's because we got a lot of good sunshine coming in from the windows. Get the music rolling. That's 13. My buddy's calling me. Can't answer that. Whew. Wow. That was good. All right, so that's the end of today's workout. Arms, week, ending week 20 out of, I think it's actually closer to 27 weeks total. So I was saying 20 out of 25, but this would actually be 20 out of 27, I think. But for consistency, I'd rather be consistently wrong. So 20 out of 25. I'll see you next time. I love you.